If you're suffering from back pain, give me a call. Dr. Jeff King with King Clinic Chiropractic, 217-641-0644.
Then I can't. Well, you're good. Okay. Okay. Keep connecting it. Okay. All right, that's fine. We've done everything. We've done all the tests. Okay. Okay. I actually don't. I got the Blue Devil or the Raider lineup on here. But I mean, it should be. We can turn it off once I bring it up. And welcome to Flynn Stadium, where Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High School are about to get things underway. Bob Goff bringing you the action tonight, and we will have the kickoff here momentarily. The two 40-minute halves. The clock is going to continually run unless we have an injury. That's what we've been told by the game administrators up here in the booth, as Travis Dinkeller and Mark Longo prepare to get things going here on the turf at Flynn Stadium. And despite the chilly temperatures, we have a nice crowd out here tonight at the stadium. And again, like I said, the weather this time of year, as we all know, when dealing with high school spring sports, is certainly hit or miss. And today, I think you might classify as a miss because it's a bit on the nippy side out here. My phone says it's 54 degrees. I'm going to say it's not that warm out there. Just take a guess. As we've got teams running out on the field, the Notre Dame squad is running out there right now. As they prepare, it'll be Julie Raby in goal. Shelby Ulrich will be starting, along with Hannah Cobb, Sarah Lewis, Hannah Marcola, Riley Hummert, Erica Obert, Holly Dix, Lauren Volkamp, the freshman Mackenzie Foley, and the senior, her sister Cassidy Foley. That is the starting lineup for the Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raiders, who, of course, are on their way trying to pick up yet another state title to add to their very full trophy case over at 10th and Jackson. Anna Stock will be in goal for the Blue Devils. Madison Kalman, the junior. Stephanie Vemberlo, junior, for Quincy High. Margene Garkey, the senior midfielder. Cara Bailey, the junior midfielder. Nicole Carmen, the senior. Sierra Woodard, a freshman midfielder. Number 11, the senior, Kaylee Kuhlman. Shay Mulheron, a freshman. And another freshman, Callie Lambert. So a lot of youngsters on this Quincy High team, along Madison Bruce, the senior. And the Blue Devils come in here with a 2-1 mark. Quincy, Notre Dame, of course, yet to see a loss. Officials making their way out to midfield. As we said, we are getting ready for the first half. We said the Quincy High team looks like starting 3 freshmen. As I look at the Notre Dame roster, there are a few sophomores peppered in there. Sarah Lewis, Riley Hummer, and Erica Obert. And, of course, the talented freshman Mackenzie Foley. So there's youngsters on both these squads. A few seniors as well, though. And we get ready to get underway here at Flynn Stadium. And we're underway. Notre Dame with first possession. Quincy High now with possession as a couple of the freshmen working together to work it into the Notre Dame end. And there's 2 players getting after there, the senior Margene Garkey for Quincy High and the freshman Mackenzie Foley for Notre Dame. Quincy High with the throw in. Notre Dame will grab it back. And looks like Notre Dame will get to work it in from the corner. Heading toward the goal and going to get kicked out. Not quite cleared by Quincy High, and now it is out. So nice defense there by the Blue Devils. And a good kick, but Notre Dame will quickly send it back into Quincy's end. Hannah Cobb with it for QND. Erica Obert dumps it into the corner, and Quincy High will send it back out. Mackenzie Bailey will check in for Quincy High. Nice job by Madison Bruce to clear it out. Notre Dame, though, remains on the attack. Shot going to go high by Erica Obert. Shelby Ulrich throws it in for QND. Madison Bruce will send it deep. Notre Dame gets ahead on it and in control. Quincy High tries to keep it going. Quincy High will throw it in. Notre Dame sends it out of bounds. Quincy High quickly going to get it inbounds and try to make something happen. And Notre Dame will take possession. And Anna Stock, the Quincy High keeper, comes up with it, and she'll get it to midfield. Notre Dame will kick it in, and making it to the goal. Going to get knocked away and cleared out. Nice job, as Quincy High certainly with some help. Pressure applied by Mackenzie Foley and also looked like Cassidy Foley. Both there on the attack, but very nice job by the Quincy High defense after the ball got past the keeper. They were able to knock it out, but now we're going to get a corner kick from the Lady Raiders. Lots of pressure right now by Notre Dame. It looks like we're getting offsides. This game being played predominantly in the Quincy High half of the field as the Lady Raiders attacking and multiple shots on goal. Quincy High still looking for its first real scoring opportunity, and looked like they had a shot here, but now they do. Off to the side, on the far side, they do. As we say that, Quincy High looks like going to get a chance, but it cleared out as Mackenzie Valey was making her way down the field, but the Notre Dame defense was able to drop back and put a stop to that. Madison Bruce will clear it out. And a long shot on goal by Lauren Volkamp will be fielded easily by Anna Stock as we have 28:30 remaining in the first half. No score here from Flynn Stadium between Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High. Stephanie Venverlo will check in for Quincy High School. And Lucy Stella checking in for QND. Also checking in, Kerrigan McDonald. Hard collision there about the 10-yard line, but both players get up. Notre Dame will throw it in, and Quincy High clears it out. Kaylee Kuhlman with the run and trying to make something happen here for Quincy High as a ball finally gets into the Notre Dame end of the field, and we'll see if the Blue Devils can get a shot on goal here. And the pass goes directly to a Notre Dame player, but Notre Dame kicks it out, so Quincy High will have another opportunity. And Notre Dame manages to kick it away, but whistle blown anyway to kill the play. Quincy High with an opportunity here. The Notre Dame defense gets back. A lot of contact out on the field right now, and fans from both sides are screaming a bit. And that ball will go off of Foley's foot and out of bounds. Shea Mulheron in there for the Blue Devils on the offensive end, but it'll go out of bounds and go back over to Notre Dame. Lauren Volkamp will check back in for Notre Dame. throw in for Quincy High, but it'll go again right to a Notre Dame player, and Notre Dame will get it out and out of bounds to Quincy. And we're going to get a shove called against Notre Dame, so it'll be Quincy High ball. And the whistle this time against Quincy High, it looks like. Substitutions now. Nicole Carmen coming in. Samantha Ward also checking in. Another freshman. Lots of freshmen getting lots of time here for Quincy High. Sarah Arnold also checking in for Quincy Notre Dame. Shot goes wide off the side of the net, and Quincy High will send it out. Alex Peters checking in for Quincy High, along with Becca Garkey. A pair of sophomores coming in for Travis Dinkheller's team. Anna Stock to kick it out for Quincy High. Collision in midfield between Mackenzie Valey and Kerrigan McDonald, but both ladies pop right back up and get back in the action. .18:34 remaining first half. No score here at Flynn Stadium between Quincy Notre Dame and Quincy High School. We are watching Girls High School Soccer on QJTV. Contact at the 40, but a nice job by Cassidy Foley to hop up there and get the ball down the field for the Lady Raiders. In the corners, Hannah Cobb. And she's going to get it poked away. It'll go out of bounds, but it retains with Notre Dame as Lauren Volkamp gets ready to toss it in. Got a whistle, though, and a substitution as Tori Fitch will check in for QND. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to Quincy High. Substitution for Quincy High is Madison Cowman will check back in for the Blue Devils. Notre Dame puts it back in play. Sarah Arnold will toss it in. Goes out of bounds off of Hannah Cobb. It'll be Blue Devil ball. And a little scrum in midfield for it, but looks like Quincy Notre Dame gets to throw it in. And the pass, a long pass attempted by Quincy, but it's knocked away by Tori Fitch. And actually check that, and knocked away by Lucy, make that Lauren Volkamp knocked it away. So Erica Ober checking back in for Quincy Notre Dame. Tori Fitch throws it in for the Lady Raiders, and it is still in their hands as Shelby Ulrich in control now. Quincy High is able to intercept and have possession now. And the crowd groaning at that call. The ones wearing the royal blue anyway. The ones wearing the navy seem to be pleased. As Shelby Ulrich will kick it for QND. And no call as a Lady Raider goes face first into the turf. And Quincy Notre Dame kicks it out, and it'll be Quincy High sending it in. And hard contact, and we will get a call on that. We have just under 12 minutes remaining in the first half here between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame. No score. This home game for the Blue Devils here at Flynn Stadium. QND with possession. Cassidy Foley will check back in. Tori Fitch going to throw it in for QND, but tosses it right to a Blue Devil as they try to set the offense. And it'll go out of bounds and over to QND. Lauren Volkamp takes it into the corner, then centers it. But Quincy High is there. And a shot on goal and a nice stop by Anna Stock. She had a wide open look at the ball coming in. None of her teammates were shielding her, so it was a good hard shot on goal, but she had it all the way. Under 10 minutes left in the first half. Foley with it, kicks it in, but Quincy High comes away with it. Good contact in the middle, but Quincy High retains possession as Shay Mulheron is had the possession, but then got the ball kicked away from her. Mackenzie Foley with it at the 20. And Notre Dame lets it roll out of bounds, but they will retain it. Sarah Lewis checks in for QND. With it now is Erica Obert. Gets it ahead to Cassidy Foley. Foley with a shot. Gets blocked. And another shot that Anna Stock will field cleanly as we have 8 minutes to go in the first half. Mackenzie Valey with it for Quincy High. And Quincy High will restart it. Madison Bruce sends it deep, but Notre Dame sends it the other way. Obert. Quincy High gets it from him. And a Notre Dame player hits the turf, and Quincy Notre Dame will gain possession. Hannah Cobb has it on the far side for Notre Dame and gets it, goes out of bounds, and Notre Dame will be throwing it in. Looks like Holly Dix checking in for QND. Mackenzie Foley loses it out of bounds, and Quincy High will send it in. Quincy High also sends in 4 new bodies, and Sierra Woodard, Colleen Mock, Alex Peters, and Nicole Carmen all checking in. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first half, still no score. Notre Dame has it in the Quincy High end, but Quincy High about to clear it out. They do, as the ball goes back to midfield. Quincy High to throw it in with 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Notre Dame kicks it off a Quincy High player, so QND will throw it in. So with 3 minutes to go in the first half, still no score. Notre Dame has had the ball and the Quincy end a lot. They've managed multiple shots on goal. Quincy High, don't believe they have a shot on goal yet against the Lady Raiders. So it's been a lot of time possession in the Quincy end, and Notre Dame's had opportunities, but got to give the Quincy High defense credit, give goalkeeper Anna Stock credit. She's had a very nice game for Quincy High. So the Blue Devils holding their own here on their home turf so far through the first half with 2.5 minutes remaining. Margine Garkey with it for QHS. Two minutes remaining in the first half. Lauren Volkamp with it for QND, and out of bounds, and it'll go to Quincy High. So Garkey will throw it in. Mackenzie Foley gets it to her sister Cassidy, and Notre Dame looks to try to create another opportunity here in the final minute 30. Quincy High a chance to clear it, but they kicked it off themselves. Cassidy Foley with it for Notre Dame, but she loses it out of bounds. And let's see what the call is. Yeah, they're going to say it's Quincy high ball. Quincy High with a late rush here, but the Notre Dame defense snuffs it out in the final minute. And Quincy High has an opportunity here, but there's only 40 seconds remaining as they'll try to get it in from the corner and try to get some shot on goal here in the final 30 seconds. From the corner, 31 seconds to go. Here's the kick. No kick in. 27 seconds. Better have to hurry if they want to get something going here. And there's the kick. And it's going to be snagged by the keeper, Julie Raby. And the ball goes out of bounds with 10 seconds remaining. Cassidy Foley has it. She'll toss it in, but we will end the first half scoreless. No score here at Flynn Stadium. We will take a little break, give you a nice shot of the scoreboard to look at for the next 10 minutes, and then we will be back, as we said, with the second half action here from chilly Flynn Stadium. Everybody bundled up who's here watching, and you're snug at home watching, we hope. And we'll be back with the second half momentarily. No score between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame here on the pitch at Flynn Stadium as you're watching high school soccer on QJ-TV.
If you're suffering from back pain, give me a call. Dr. Jeff King with King Clinic Chiropractic, 217-641-0644. From
Flynn Stadium is no score. We get ready for the second half between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame. Bob Goff with the call here on QJ-TV. Alex Goff is producing and running the cameras. And Quincy High will have the first possession, and they will look to get they had one shot on goal in the first half. They'll look to obviously get some more. As 40 minutes are on the clock. We'll have to check on if there is an overtime policy in this or extra play. I will ask the men who are running the official scores of this game, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Stephanie Venverlo with the ball for Quincy at midfield. I'm trying to make a little something happen. But here comes Notre Dame and Cassidy Foley. She got at the 20, and she gets marked from behind, and she will get an opportunity here. As she hit the turf, and she will get to kick it with the ball being placed on the football, as in American football, 21-yard line, so it's like 31 yards out if you do the math. And Cassidy Foley gets a shot here, and it's into the wall of Blue Devil defenders, and the second one gets through. The rebound shot gets through, but again, Anna Stock is right there for the Blue Devils. And Quincy High tries to clear it out. Notre Dame right there, though, and a slow roller that Stock fields nicely as Hannah Cobb couldn't get a lot of leg into that one, and Stock will try to clear it out, but she'll shank it a bit. But let's see who they're going to say. They're going to say that Quincy Notre Dame will have possession, and that certainly looked like the ball went off the Notre Dame player, but that one goes out of the Quincy High player, and Notre Dame will throw it in. And the ball goes rolling out, and Notre Dame will throw it in. Looked like that was Sarah Lewis tossing it in, and Quincy High will just kick it right back out. And now Quincy High will kick it away. Quincy High throws it in, but Notre Dame comes away with it. Callie Lambert with the throw in for Quincy High. But it's going to be thrown right to Notre Dame player who promptly kicks it out of bounds. So Quincy High sort of progressively making more room down the field. This time, Kaylee Kuhlman with the throw in. And it goes out. And looks like we're going to have a corner from Quincy High. So good scoring opportunity here. As Quincy High will corner it in here. The kick and the shot, and it's going to go wide. So they did get an opportunity on there, but just didn't get it to go in. And it went wide of the net. So a little more action here as we progress with 34 minutes remaining. Ball goes out, and Quincy High gets to toss it in. Quincy High looks to getting a few more opportunities early on in this half than they did in the first half. And that one gets broken up. A little header that's going to go wide, though. And the lights come on here at Flynn with 32 minutes remaining and no score between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame. But Quincy High a little more aggressive, seems to have had a little bit of offense in this second half. Certainly much more than they had in the first half, and they have another run going right here now. Kaylee Kuhlman kicks it in, but that's going to get knocked away by Notre Dame, and now Hannah Marcola gets it out for Quincy Notre Dame, and Notre Dame quickly gets it in, though. Cassidy Foley, she'll toss it in to Mackenzie Foley. Can't quite handle it there, and nice job by Callie Lambert to break it up. Cassidy Foley with it at the 20, gets it inside. She'll get a left foot on it that'll go wide, and a great job by Anna Stock to slap that one high, and it goes off the crossbar, as that was about as nice a shot, an accurate shot, as you're going to get from Cassidy Foley, but Stock was able to leap high and bat it away. But now Notre Dame will get it from the corner, and it'll be Foley again. Puts a right leg into it. Header goes off the crossbar. Actually, it looked like that one might have gone through the football upright. So Quincy High dodges a pair of bullets there. Quincy High with yet another run, but going to get it away. Marcola with a good job of playing defense on Kuhlman, as those two were bumping all the way down the sideline there, down the football sideline anyway, as it is inside. I know it's tough to tell from the video, but of course the soccer sidelines are farther out, and of course they are a black, which you can't really see from our vantage point, but got a little more room to work on the soccer pitch than you do the football field. Nice job of getting back on defense there by Quincy High, as Foley was trying to make a little something happen there for the Lady Raiders. And we're going to get a whistle against the Lady Raiders, so Quincy High will get possession with 29 minutes remaining. In the second half, no score from Flynn between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame. And Lucy Stella will check in for Notre Dame along with Kerrigan McDonald. Margene Garkey with it for Quincy High. And Quincy High gets possession and tosses it in quickly as Kuhlman heads to the corner, but I think that's Marcola who knocks it away on the far side of the field. Quincy High from the corner, and Notre Dame will knock it away. Although Quincy High is able to, now they're going to call a whistle here. against Quincy High, so Notre Dame will have it deep in their own end. Foley tosses it in. Cassie Foley tosses in to Mackenzie Foley, but it's going to get knocked away by Callie Lambert. Nice job of Quincy High to clear it out. And Anna Stock will just run up and grab it. Hard contact there at the 40-yard line, and they're going to blow the whistle on Notre Dame. Stephanie Vemberlow with it. It's it over to Caravelli, who can't maintain possession, and now it's Madison Cowman with it. Dumped in the corner, and it'll roll out, and Notre Dame will maintain possession. Alex Peters and Colleen Mock will check in for Quincy High. And Sarah Arnold will check in for Notre Dame. Notre Dame knocks it out, but Quincy High will get a set play going here. And the whistle is we're going to get a couple players checked out. And looks like we're going to get a stoppage in play. We had a couple players who hit heads, it looked like. And we're going to take a little break here, looks like. So 24-28 remaining in the game. And we have no score between Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame. Clock now rolling. We've resumed play. And Quincy High has the ball. We'll see if they can make something happen. But it's going to slide through, but there's not a white shirt there to pick it up. And a bit of a run here by Quincy High. Kuhlman with it. She tries to split two defenders, but it'll get cleared. And as now Mackenzie Foley, she'll have to try to work her way through two Blue Devil defenders, but Notre Dame with possession. Samantha Ward will check in for Quincy High. And a stock clears it out. Foley chips it in. Cassidy Foley to Mackenzie Foley. Foley with a shot and a goal! Cassidy Foley breaks through to give the Lady Raiders a 1-0 lead. She and her sister working a little two-man game there around the 20-yard line, and she got a good hard shot that went just inside the right pipe. And QND has the lead. So 22-32 mark. Cassidy Foley with the goal for the Lady Raiders. And Quincy High has looked better in the second half, but they are surely going to have to find some semblance of offense to try to answer. Contact around the 40. It'll be Notre Dame ball. Kuhlman kicks it off a Notre Dame player. It'll be Quincy High ball. Kuhlman going to throw it back in. Quincy High will throw it in from the far side with just a little over 21 minutes remaining in the game. Couple of substitutions. Reagan Bliven will come in for the Lady Raiders. And Sierra Woodard in for Quincy High. Under 20 minutes remaining in the game. QND up 1-0. Quincy High to throw it in. And into a sea of navy blue shirts, so no offensive set going there. It'll go out of bounds, and Quincy High will have possession. Crossing shot. No one there. Nice stop by Stock. And there was a long rebound that went to QND. Couldn't see who got that shot on, but Stock was there to knock it away. Notre Dame will have a shot from the corner now. Out of bounds. It'll be Notre Dame from the corner. And Foley has it. She feeds it out to her sister, Mackenzie Foley, but the shot goes wide and out, and it'll be QND ball with 17 minutes remaining in the game. They'll throw it in from the corner. Shot, and Stock's right there to stop it. And that shot from Cassidy Foley goes just wide. Notre Dame is now really starting to just pepper Quincy High with shots and scoring opportunities. Early in the second half, it appeared that Quincy High had a little momentum. They were able to get a little offense going, but that certainly hasn't been the case for the last 10 minutes. Start to clear it out. And we'll get a flag, and possession goes to Quincy. And the kick goes out of bounds and just turns it right back over to Notre Dame. Fifteen minutes remaining in the game. Notre Dame leads Quincy 1-0. And looks like we're going to get a substitution. Kerrigan McDonald will check in for Quincy Notre Dame. And goes out, and looks like it'll be Quincy with the opportunity here. A couple substitutions. Madison Kalman will check in along with Caravelli. And Stock will kick it out with 14 minutes and change remaining in the game. Quincy's got to try to find some kind of offensive flow, but Notre Dame's just been relentless. Cassie Foley gets it in, but it's going to get cleared away. Now it's McDonald. Foley with it again. Foley with a shot. It's going to go wide. Kuhlman with an opportunity. She goes down on the contact, and they're going to say it's Quincy high ball. So Quincy with an opportunity here now. As Margine Garkey will get it started for the Blue Devils. Kuhlman with it. She gets it in. Now she's got it back. Lambert working with it. She tries to get inside. Lambert with a shot. It's going to trickle wide. Just over 12 minutes remaining. Quincy Notre Dame leads Quincy High 1-0 here at Flynn Stadium. And now Julie Raby will kick it. Actually, looks like Shelby Ulrich will go back and do the honors. Lucy Stella checks in for QND. .11 minutes remaining in the game. Notre Dame will throw it in. McDonald tosses it in. Quincy High ends up with it. Now back to Notre Dame. Marcola has it. Now Quincy High with it. Back to Notre Dame. And now Quincy has a chance. We have 10 minutes remaining here at Flynn Stadium with Quincy Notre Dame leading Quincy High 1-0. So Arnold checks back in for Quincy Notre Dame, and Callie Lambert checks in for Quincy High. Hard shot and a goal. And I believe it was Mackenzie Foley with the goal. So the freshman fires one from about the 20-yard line as the QND barrage. It's now 2-0. Lots of shots, like you said. I think that Anna Stock's done a great job, but again, that many shots. .929 mark. Mackenzie Foley with the goal. For QND, it's 2-0 now. And if 1-0 seemed insurmountable for Quincy High, well, 2-0 would be twice that. Again, it looked like Quincy High had a little bit of offense going early in the second half. You know, the first half they really weren't able to, but they were able to get a couple set pieces going and make something happen. But that was early on in the second half. Since then, it's been all Notre Dame, as the Foley sisters just sort of took this one over. Kaylee Kuhlman's had a couple of deep runs, but the Notre Dame defense has just dropped back and managed to keep the Quincy High offense on the shelf. Well, here Quincy High is going to try it from the corner. Goes back out of bounds. And see who knocked it out. Looked like it was Quincy Notre Dame, so Quincy High will get another shot here. Corner kick up. And a header that's going to go wide, and Quincy can't keep it in. Kuhlman with it. Gets a pass ahead and loses possession of it. Quincy High, they had a shot there. They had even strength, but couldn't maintain possession. Kuhlman with it. Kuhlman with a shot and going to be scooped up by Raby with 6:45 remaining in the game. And Marcola checks in for QND as QND will throw it in. Quincy High in the corner. Trying to see if they can get the ball to the middle and try to get a shot. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Quincy High ball to throw it in. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Quincy High. Raby with it for Notre Dame. Goes out of bounds. Notre Dame ball. Just over 4 minutes left. QND leads 2-0. Cassidy Foley goal and a McKenzie Foley goal. Three and a half minutes remaining as we'll see what's trying to get things going here. Shot wide. 3 minutes remaining. Under 2 minutes remaining. Quincy High throws it in, but throws it out of bounds. So now Notre Dame will toss it in, as Notre Dame, of course, remaining undefeated on this young season. Quincy High will take its second loss, 2-2, I believe. Their mark. And shot goes wide by Notre Dame with a minute left as Flynn Stadium begins to empty, as this one is a no-doubter in the final minute. as QND will pick up the victory. Just consistent offensive pressure by Notre Dame, as Quincy High just couldn't really muster much. They had a couple of spurts, but Notre Dame, it was just a constant pressure of offense. As we are in the final 30 seconds here, as Notre Dame will toss it in. And the two sides will shake hands here momentarily, and we'll call this one a final. As the game ends here at Flynn Stadium with the Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raiders coming away with a 2-0 victory over Quincy High School. For game producer Alex Goff, I'm Bob Goff, and we will have lots more soccer action for you this season. Hopefully it'll be warmer. And, of course, Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raiders playing out at QU. So we'll be out there for their games as well. So I want everybody to have a good night, and thank you for watching QJTV High School Soccer, where Quincy Notre Dame downs Quincy 2-0.
If you're suffering from back pain, give me a call. Dr. Jeff King with King Clinic Chiropractic, 217-641-0644.